Yeah, so it happened. I got my baby, and I've never had that support from him. Iko ile tu uko sawa, umekula nini nini, but not. So when he's that kind, uko like at least kuna ka hope. Maybe he'll come around, until you find out he had another lady who is already pregnant. Wanaume town. I think we were 3 months or 4 months apart. Yeah, when I got pregnant. Yeah.
So hello guys, and welcome to Touch Digital TV. My name is Amina Hussein and you're watching Sips and Soul, where we share, feel and also connect with human interest stories. So today, without further ado in the intro, I'm just gonna let the guest introduce herself. Atuambie ni nani na anatoka wapi.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can even look at me.
Hi people, my name is Elizabeth Maina. Yeah, basically I'm an entrepreneur, a business lady, and I also do hair, beauty, and all in one.
Okay.
And I'm also a mom, the biggest title I have, I think.
So right now, okay, as an entrepreneur, una deal na nini?
I do hair, I do house calls, I major in braids, crochets, and I also run errands for people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. So Elizabeth alizaliwa wapi?
Okay, I was born in... Okay, ni Hosi ama county ama...
County. Hosi kila mtu alizaliwa Hosi ama wengine walizaliwa kwa nyumba, depending on...
Okay, nilizaliwa St. Nazareth. I think there's a hospital like that in Kiambu. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In, I think, Kiambu County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I was born in 1997.
97.
Yeah. Kiambu
County.
Yeah.
Ukigrow pale mtaani kulikuwa aje Kiambu? Kulikuwa gishagi ama kulikuwa tu normal childhood?
Okay, so I was born in Kiambu, but my parents have stayed, like we've stayed in Kayole ever since I knew myself. Till 1960. Yeah, so nimegrow mtaani kwa Kayole, I think since for the last 5 years ndio tumechange location to Moja, but I've grown up in Kayole all my life. So uko hata ndio na journey home.
Yes. Sawa. Okay, ulianza shule kule Kayole?
Yeah. Nimesomea shule inaitwa nilianza kindergarten at Stanjo Academy, and then nikaenda city council, parents le mentality ya huyu tutambaby sana, or basically hivyo ndio walituambia, but maybe money issues because your time, I remember my dad telling me in 2002 when I was joining school that he cried literally when Kibaki alisema we have a free education system, because he was like, finally I can take my unajua kali ni kuunganisha hapa pale.
Yes.
You join school. So I started in Dawabu Primary, and then I shifted to Imara Primary, Kayole bado. Yeah.
Sawa. So as you moved on cruising through life, when did you become a mom?
So I became a mom in 2014. First time mom in 2014. Yeah, okay. 2014 May. Okay. Date 9. Yeah.
How was the journey propelling towards that? Ilikuwaje?
I think like every young girl, zile dreams za fairy tale and all the imaginations, I think I was informed too. So I basically knew this guy through a friend. So I was in Form 1. Yeah, class 8 venye naishanga, you have that free period. So
yes.
I met this guy, of which he was older than me. Na miaka, I think 7, if I'm not wrong.
So by that time how old was he?
When I finished high school, nikiwa 13 years. So let's say
13?
Yeah.
High school?
Primary. Yeah, I was 13 years. Okay. So I met this guy nikiwa Form 1. Like, let's say generally I knew about him nikiwa Form 1. Before kwa period kakuingia Form 1, and then after umeingia Form 1. So I knew him through a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So like we used to meet up, and then around our estate, like not estate literally, hapo tu kwa home. Alikuwa tu hapo anaran, ilikuwa PS or something, I don't remember well. Yeah, but I think it was a PS station. Yeah, we met. Izo ujingaza, like he was that guy in that
guy for me,
Yeah, and not for me, but even for the ladies around. Like, you're teenage too, I don't know what happens. Sai unangalianga kwa like, my God. Anyway, we thank God for those days, but in another life.
Never.
Yeah. But yeah, so I noticed him and I was like, huyu mwenye wasichana wanataka na anataka, why not try?
Yes.
I was in form 1, but hatukuwa na hiyo conversation. Ile like when someone notices you and then you're like, oh, what do I have? Like, what have they noticed
On
in me?
me, yeah, or in me.
So yeah.
But he was 7 years older.
Yeah.
If you do the math, you were 13, sema 13 and a half, plus 7, that is 20.
Yeah.
Angefaa kukuwa ndani.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know. I know.
35 years.
I know.
Anyway, I think during that time, bado enforcing iko kama hii time ya hao wenyewe kwa shule sasa.
Yeah,
Kitambo
yeah,
yetu nilikuwa naona people can get away with. I
Everything.
remember there was even a time I was in high school form 1. I'm so sorry I'm even mentioning this. There was I think my bedmate got pregnant by Anduthi guy. And he was way older. You can just imagine. And at that time ilikuwa kila mtu was like, why did you get pregnant? Why did you get pregnant? No one was asking,
The man.
huyu mwanaume si ni mkubwa kumuliko, mbona
True.
amepregnant?
True,
No,
true.
the young
Yeah,
baby and so
yeah.
on and so forth. So yeah, I tend to understand.
Yeah, but you know, hata mimi nilikuwa na hiyo opportunity ya like kumweka ndani, but I kinda shielded him. Nilikuwa na like there's a time it was just I escaped home. Like I was like, I must be with this guy. And so my parents went to the police, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, so when they got me, they were like, we want that guy. My friend, mapenzi amshiki, huyu kijana mshiki. But now thinking, and to that day, like, I usually, like, knew sema, if it was that time, because I was not yet pregnant,
Yes.
I'll be like, by the way, angekuwa ndani. It's not
Angekuwa
right.
ndani, it's not right, because you know he's way older. Amesha learn about society. And then
Anajua.
there are girls who are his age mate,
Yeah.
even older than him. Deal with those ones when you are yuko shule. When wako shule, wacha wasome.
Wachana nao.
Wachana nao.
Yeah, so we met up a couple of times, and then like I don't know what uko na ile mentality ya you are rebellious, like ulikuwa a party girl. That's why all this happened, but I was not. I was actually born and raised in church. I'm a church girl, unaweza yeka hivyo.
Yes.
Ni ile tu life kupiga, but I have been a church girl all my life.
But
literally.
church girls are human beings. Pia.
Yeah, thank you for that. So when I met him, like tukijuana hivyo, and so like the point of intimacy got there, and then I think I remember the first time we got intimate, he was like, yo, are you a virgin? So I was like, what is that? Like literally,
You didn't even know
I
about
did not even know
virginity.
about it. I'm not lying. I usually tell this to people and they're like, and umezaliwa Nairobi. Okay, sitasema sijaisikiza hizo conversations, but I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to know I'm a virgin, or
You didn't even understand the concept of sex.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So when it happened, I was like, you inamaanisha, like in my head, and it was
okay,
fast.
sorry to ask this.
Sorry,
This
I've
is-
gone so fast.
No,
Sorry.
it's fine. When you're getting intimate, of course, the first time is, kuna watu wanasema it's painful, kuna watu wanasema it's whatever it is. You are not feeling anything.
I did not feel anything. And actually, I usually tell my friends till now, I feel I was robbed of that.
Yeah.
Because I swear I did not feel anything. I usually...
You never had even conversations in the way, you used to grow up, mom tells you, wewe, ukifanya hii.
No. I usually... nilikuwa najua ile you'll get pregnant. Like, you'll get AIDS, I knew the consequences of pregnancy and all, but not that at the whole virginity thing.
Hymen thing.
Yeah. Like in medical terms, when you utaambio, you'll do this will happen. I had no idea.
My God, Elizabeth, my God.
I had no idea. Yeah. So it happened the first time, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing life with this guy. Ata yoshule staki. Like, it was a whole thing in my head already.
So you didn't even know if a man does this, the baby is gonna come?
No. I knew.
Okay.
And so in my head I was like, wow, I'm already pregnant. Like, hata sikuwa najua kuna zile zinaita hizo days like conceiving.
Whatever, yeah.
So I was like, we are here for life. I'm staying. Like,
Yes.
I was that stupid by the
No, you're not stupid, you're young.
come to think of it. So I was like, you know what, we can do this. And then come fast forward to I was in form 3 and all. Now I'm just stuck with this guy. Like, hata ile shule yenye unakati yangu and all. No, I was like, man, this is the guy for me. Weekends ile yenye watu wanafanya hivi. Nah, me, I'm just waiting. We chat, we talk and all. But I think when it came, ilikuwa at that time 2013. And so we were just in the field. I used to go to Komarok High School, yeah, at the scholar. So tukiwa tu kwa field, my friend tells me, hey, nimeanza my periods, and like we used to be best friends. So when we were in the field, like zilikuwa zinafuatananga the period thing. So I was like, wait, I'm late, because most of the time I was like, what? And now this is 1 year later now, after I'm already familiar with him. Like, this is the thing. Nili hata nimerudi tu shule, let me do the exams and get out of here. Yeah. So, and then 2 weeks later, and then now I found out I'm pregnant. I was like, okay. I won't lie, at nilishtuka. I was like excited, like, yeah, we're having a baby. And all I was like,
how did you find out first you're pregnant? What happened?
I think we bought that pregnancy test with my friend.
Okay.
And then after school, we went to her place, and then I did the testing. I was like, okay, my parents will kill me. But that time, I think my mind wasn't even there. I was like, it's okay. Life. See, people are doing these things. See, ile unasikianga like, huyu pia alipata mtoto hivi. So I'm like, I'm just another statistic. I'm just another number.
Another number, yeah.
So, yeah, fast forward, I got my child. But I think that journey, my parents were there the most. Kai, let me tell you, there is nothing as well as stigmatization. Sijuka kuna kitu kayo ya teenage pregnancy.
Of course, it's there.
That thing can kill you, like, if you're not strong enough for it. Because friends be like, and they're not hiding. Unajua your time, watu hawajui kuficha. I don't know, can your time, I don't know if they do it nowadays.
Because nowadays, okay,
I've
ever seen someone going through unwanted early child pregnancy or whatever they're calling it, and the criticism at that time ilikuwa, yes, kuna ile, oh my god, mbona mtoto. But right now I feel like it has been watered down,
because nothing is new.
Nothing is new under the sun now.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So with my friends, I remember I'm a church girl. So like, uyu, apana tuliamba. Actually, my friends who stuck around ni wale wa shule that time.
Yeah.
My best friend Kwanza that time, she came through for me. Like, even in hospital, and she was just a girl like
so
me.
When you went and told this guy you're pregnant, how was the reaction?
It was, I don't remember how it was, but I think he kwanza alishtuka, but it wasn't a big deal. I think for him, he expected it. I don't know. It seemed like, okay, we'll just do life. Yeah.
He was okay with it?
Yeah, he was okay.
But alikuwa anafanya nini at that time, mama? He was
think
working?
That biashara hivyo mtaani. But I think the first red flag for me was like, he hit me the first time we had an argument.
My God.
And niko slums. I think kanyumba kama bati somewhere. Oh my God, it was so.
This is after getting the child?
No.
Before getting
I was
the child.
pregnant. I think I was 2 months to go. I don't know what.
So after you found out you're pregnant, of course, ulitolewa shule.
No, mimi ndio nilijitoa, because that time I remember, I don't remember which government. I think near Uhuru, they had accepted like pregnant girls to be in school and sit for the exams. Yes, because I also remember there was a schoolmate who was pregnant. She did her exams and everything, but for me I was like, the shame. And then it was hard. It was a very difficult pregnancy. I used to vomit from day 1 till the last day. I never had it easy. H. pylori, everything. And then depression. I think depression was the major ilini hit, like, yo, what have you done? And then that time though, can you hit, can I do something about it but it's already late, like, uko like embrace to like it shall pass. And having a supportive dad, I think it made me cross that bridge safely.
Oh my God, may God bless him.
Amen.
May
Every
God
day,
bless your dad,
day.
because if a man embraces you at that point,
yeah,
you know what we see in our dads as ladies, ni security.
Yeah,
and
true.
if he gives you that, everyone can tell you that you unakuanga na
confidence
planning. So by this time, did he know that you have moved out and staying with your boyfriend?
No, actually, I think I used to go narudi
And your parents are cool, basi.
they're not cool because my mom used to get sick, she used to cry, like looking at it now, I feel like I punished them, like they are worried nimekuja saa moja, like you see the way young men do now, like mtu tuseme anavuta bangi ama into drugs and anarudi home anadisappear. Now imagine a girl, so you don't know where they are sleeping, you don't know
what is happening, and then this is a girl at the end of the day, it's not a man.
Thank you.
But right now we are worried about both because the world has changed.
True.
Anyway.
Yeah, true. So like that time, I think when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, let me move in. Actually, it was not even moving in because it was like I'll stay with him 1 week, come back home due to hunger issues. Because I felt,
amekupiga, you
but I'm like, we can fix this. But I think looking back now, I'm like, no, like that was, I can't say childish, but I can say I was looking for something that was not even there with this person, and they were taking advantage of my naivety.
Yes.
So I think I moved back home when I found out, when I was now 3 months pregnant, like it was on that November or something, and I was like, I can't, because now the violence was too much. I used to go there nikiwa sawa, nikirudi niko na alama, niko na nini. He used to be an alcoholic, and at that point I did not know it was such a big deal mtu kuwa mlevi, like ati ita result anipige or anything. It used to be bad. I remember one day he kicked me and I called my mom at 2 a.m. I was crying, literally. And then when she came to get me, sikuwa nashika hiyo simu because he snatched it. Ikilia. And so like I felt so bad. I was like, I want to go. But sa mali tunaishi, ni mali uwezi toka, like ukiwa msichana peke yako, tunatembea. Your time, it was 2 a.m. I was like, yeah, so I slept through the night. But saizo niko na maji because he poured water to my body. Like it used to be bad. I also have scars kwa mwili yangu. Like it used to be so bad. Like he would throw bottles at me at night. Kuna day,
mind you, you're pregnant?
I'm pregnant. I think that was the last troll time alieka blanketi moto iwake kwa nyumba. So, and then it was like, you are not going anywhere, you're sticking with me. Like it was crazy. So I was like, man, I have to find a way to get out of here alive. And if I do, because I was like, it's over. Actually it was not serious. Nile najua tutakosana nitarudi tu, like.
So because you said it's over, akeka blanketi moto.
Yeah.
What was he trying to do?
I think trying to murder us. Amesimama kwa mlango, I can't pass. A man akiwa na anger issues, you can't do anything.
Na kuna nguvu kukuliko, na uko na mimba.
Yeah.
Let me sip on that. Hey.
Yeah.
Pole. So after the blanket
I
scenario,
went back home. I think
after that blanket scenario, vinyaliasha moto, what happened?
I calmed him down. Like akuasha, but ilikuwa unajua ita take time to kiberiti blanketi. Si eti ni mafuta ya taa or anything, and I tried to ignite something. So I was like, let's calm down, talk about this. Like unambembeleza to like trying to be just childish.
What was the issue there? Inafanya mpaka mtu ana.
Okay, I can't remember, but I think the main issue was me saying I'm out, like me saying I can't, like I'll just raise my child on my own and all, creating funny.
So ukaenda ukamshika ukamwambia
calm down, let's go. And then he was like, he moved out of the door, started crying, knelt down. Just says already alikuwa ameshanipiga slap, mind you. So he was like, no, I won't do this again, we can talk, I'll change, I'll do better,
the normal.
Nikasema okay, sawa. And then I was no child, a teenage girl is prepared for that, literally,
because you're young, you're a baby, you're supposed
that
to be
is
doing
not
baby
how your
duties,
mind should.
not marriage duties.
Exactly.
And now people are putting laws outside here, females to be married at as young as 9 years old.
I know.
What does a 9-year-old know, jamani?
Hata anaweza fanya nini? And the body, mental health yake and everything.
These women are the women that grow. Unapata mtu na give birth. No offense, nowadays kuna a lot of mortality rate when it comes to childbirth. These are the guys who give birth and they die young.
True.
Ama mwingine unapata anaruka kichwa because aja hiyo na vitu kazi.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. And I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
What was now the major thing that happened that made you move back home?
I think that night with the blankets and the violence, I think, and then there's some days I'm telling you, like, he was an alcoholic, watu wa pombe, kushikwa every time kwa police stations.
So unaenda kumtoa?
Yeah.
Na mimba?
Na mama yake, like, oh my god, it used to be crazy, because I remember there's a night I got rained on. I was pregnant. I was literally shaking kwa barabara.
Why?
Just shaking, cause like unaenda station kutoa mtu benyeshewa, una umbrella, una anything, you're pregnant. I was like, and I was vomiting, like, kwa hiyo the whole sina fair. So I walked from that place. It was like a distance, like,
Okay.
from here, let's say, to somewhere, I don't know, like from Doni to town, some Makadara, Doni to Makadara,
That's
distance.
quite a distance, yeah.
You're walking, you're shaking. Kuna my interiors, ni usiku. And sometimes, so when that happened, see, until like until mamake anipigia niambia ameshikwa, sometimes it used to be like, oh, those nights, like, ako, nina happen, 3 days, 2 days. But remember, I was not yet that. I was like 6 months, 7 months pregnant. Yeah.
So by the time you're going there, hata polisi wanashangaa msichana mdogo anafanya nini hapa?
Nini shida yake? And that time I'm still back at home. Niko home, like, literally nakaa kwetu.
Okay, sasa unaenda kumsaidia. Fairy tales.
Yeah.
Fairy tales have lied to us, by the way.
Ukweli. Because like, this is it.
So after kumtoa mnarudi kwa nyumba.
Yeah. And then mimi naenda kwetu.
Na kuulizi mbona unaenda? Akushika kwambia ubaki.
No, that was, I think I was scared enough with that blanket incident na hizo bottles kurusha. I was like, maybe one day I won't survive it. Unajua, tunaelewa mnasikia story.
You were smart.
Yeah, I was like, unajua hizo stories za violence tumezisikia sana, I think. So hiyo time kwanza they were not that loud, but you knew people when wame go through it, ama you'd hear through your parents, fulani alifanywa hivi. So I was scared. I was like, maybe one day, ama movies zile unaonanga crazy stuff. So I was like, maybe one day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And this person, you could see the signs when you have a male friend, uonge na mtu yoyote.
Hata unaonanga from the word where you can see the red flag.
Yeah, but you know, that time uko like, unajua hata sahi kuna watu wako like, my guy is insecure and I like it that way. Okay, it depends in which insecurities, but kuna ile hata kugrab in the midst of people anakutoa kwa watu. Yeah.
Anakuaibisha.
Yeah.
Ai, hapana, mimi sidhani kama nataka hizo zote. No. Wacha tu tuishi tu normally. So, at that moment when you went back home, how was his reaction? Alikuwa anasema nini? Anataka mwende nyumbani?
No. I think the first time now after that season, I think the first time I again saw him ni time sana nimeenda kujifungua, and actually it's my friend who told him. I did not, because hatuko in that space anymore, and I was trying to let go. There's a night I cried and I told God, like, me, I basically believe in prayers, and I think up to now I pray nikirifa kwa hiyo maombi when I want something to God.
Yes.
Usually I remember telling God, if you remove me from this feeling, like that my life revolves around someone, if you remove me, I'll raise my child, I'll forget everything. Unajua, hizi ni zile relationships like we don't talk about, because yes, I was young, man. I was not supposed to be in love at that time. I was not even feeling anything close to that. So I remember telling God, I told him, I was crying, like, God, if you make me like leave this alone, sitawai kuacha, like, sitawai. And I don't know why, but I feel God answered. I feel, because nikienda hata house, I was not ile like, should I call him, because my parents hated him with every. Kwanza my mom was that, my mom I think alichukua hate kutoka kwangu.
Aliona mtoto wananitesia msichana wangu jamani.
Okay, he hated that guy with everything. So me, I did not even call him or anything. So I went to the hospital, Pumani, got my baby. Yeah, but I think that it was mentally.
How was that process of giving birth for the first time?
Okay, for me, for the first time, I would say God was good, because I did not labor that long. I did not feel it. And I think that time, I hope they're still that way. Kulikuwa na hao students, manas, wa hosi, they took care of me. And my best friend, sister yake alikuwa na wakapo hiyo time.
Wow.
So I think God just aligned. I had never met her. I met her that day. Yeah, my God, it was so nice.
But I was born in Pumwani also. Shout out to Pumwani babies.
Yeah, so I went there. I went there. We went there at around 2 a.m. I got my baby at 8 a.m. with the help of Dr. Kimanzi, if I'm not wrong. I'll never forget. I think I'll never forget because I saw that and the students around. Yani, it was nice because whenever I used to feel pain when they're doing their things, there's a nurse who held my hand and told me, ukisikia tu uchungu nifinye na nguvu kabisa. I'll never forget.
Did you give birth normally?
Yeah, normally.
Wow.
Yeah, thank God. But yeah, it was not easy. I think prayers came through because that day, my dad went to church and like I've come out of a prayerful family. Like they prayed for me.
Wow.
And yeah, it was easy. Trust me. I feel like it was easy compared to the second time. Now I feel like the first time nilipewa mtoto. Yeah.
Jamani.
Yeah.
So alikuja kuona mtoto at what point?
I think ni 3 months. I think the first time he saw the baby was 3 months. Do you remember my baby had jaundice? Nishango jaundice,
Yeah,
you know, nini.
jaundice,
Yeah, so
sorry.
alikuwa kwa nini
Incubator.
incubators. So that time kumwona lazima ukwe kwa next of kins, and I had written my dad and my mom, and so only 3 people were allowed that time, me, my mom or my dad. So ikifika visiting hours naenda na wao. So no one else basically could see the baby. So hata hiyo time naambiwa alikuja because my dad told him, "Ai, wewe unafanya nini huku?" Alikuja, alipeana, actually he gave my best friend that juice na nini akaniletea. Yeah. So yeah, nikapata, so 3 months nikiwa nisha come home ndio aka you remember bado ile
Kaupendo kako.
kale ka feeling to I was like acha one mtoto wake because
aone mtoto wake
but I think ilikuwa surprising ile anakuja bila anything, so I was like where
alikuja bila anything. Aki wanaume. Nitawatetea lini? Nitawatetea mpaka nimechoka.
Yeah.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah. So he came, akaona mtoto and everything. Yeah, we moved on, life went on, but I never went back to his place. Remember, I'm sure up in 3 months. But yeah, so my baby grew until I think 6 months. We were almost 1 year. There is this incident that happened. This incident happened, nilikuwa home. Remember, bado sijamaliza shule, nilikuwa form 3. So tuna discuss, bado niko kwa hiyo process ya kufikiria if I want to go to school, college, go back, finish. So I remember nile, you know, now I used to make this habit ya kumpelekea mtoto anamuona. Now he had shifted from Akaslam, ako somewhere, okay, see better, but iko better,
at least,
at least. So I used to take my child and to like ile maybe two, and then mimi nile mentality ya maybe tu ndio boda yangu, like. So I think I remember this day tulikuwa tumeagree I'll come at 10. Imagine having a baby is crazy. Ujitayarisha, umtayarisha, upike everything, wache home, everything is done, ndio wende ndio kirudi, you're just having your baby time hapo. So nikaendanga, I think I was 2 hours late. Nilichapwa. I think sijui he snapped with all kind of insults, like unataka bado chakula, pesa ya Pampers, mind you I'm staying at my parents, sit na kada. Unataka pesa ya Pampers na bado sijui nini, unakuja umechelewa kunifulia. I'm like, because I think I promised him I'll do some cleaning. He snapped. My friend, viti zilianza, the plastic chairs zilianza kufly juu yangu, mind you mtu yako hapo kwa kiti. So I'm like, later on I was like, if anything ingemiss tu kwa hewa, I think si wote tungekuwa ndani.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it was crazy, and that was the last time we ever had alone time. Like, I think that was in 11 years now, I've never been in that space with him again.
What?
Yeah.
So he wanted to kill you because umechelewa?
Yeah, by then alinichapa, juu nilirudi home ka niko na ile forehead. And then my mom was like, because I had told my mom mepeleka mtoto, my mom was ile like, umetoka tu vizuri.
Umerudi tena kama umeumia. So since that day you guys have never talked?
Never. By the way, amethrow shenanigans mingi. Kuna time I'll come home, try to take the baby, like, yeah, now he knew where we were staying, you know, so nile mtu akitaka pull up stand sometimes would come na sweet. I'm like, oh god. So I went back to school and that closed that opportunity because hata tutaonana wapi.
Sasa alikuwa anakuja na tu mtoto?
No, I made sure I cut each and every
communication. Any legal whatever?
No, with what? And kuna watu like with that they're like, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like for him it was a relief.
Yeah.
A relieving moment because like I remember there's a time my baby akijoin shule 3 years. I asked a friend like akiwa it was a birthday like mtu yeye anatani hivi sumwambia because we have mutual friends till date like sumwambia birthday mtoto ni hivi na hivi, and then he told my friend like huyu anatakanga kuniongelesha tu mtoto akitaka kitu. I'm like, okay, nafaa kufanya. And I think
unafaa kumuongelesha sasa at what point? Si mtoto ndo na link.
Yeah. And then I think from that is when by the till date sitakwambia tunanangi but we pass each other like strangers until nikwambia by the ule ndio baby daddy wangu after a couple of ama friend yangu mwenye anamjua ndio asimamia msalimia ama family.
Aya hizi kusalimia.
I don't talk to him hata akinisalimia.
Na anasema nini?
Nothing, we don't talk. I don't have his number.
Na mtoto? Amwangalia di leo.
It's been 11 good years, I think.
And you guys are still living in the same place? He knows the
area? No, we shifted now, remember. Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't even call you atile huyo mutual friend kumwambia pelekea mtoto hii shule?
No, actually the mutual friend we don't even like nile sa we are grown, like everyone has their businesses.
So you mean there is a man outside there mwenye anajua Lisaya mtoto?
Yeah, actually I think yesterday nilikuwa bafu. I was like, yo, kuna mtoto unaangalia mtoto and ako like in his head ama maybe if they are married or anything, I don't even know, they are like ama akishapata mtoto wako like this is my child, ule mwingine what happens?
Yeah. Like imagine utapata kuna dem anafight huyo boy like this is my man.
Yeah,
my man aliacha mtoto wake 11 years ago mahali ametulia tu anajifanya, but the man please take care of your kids. But now ndo utakuja imagine that man one day, God forbid, I pray it never happens, but he will come for that child. Do you know that?
But not with me alive.
I am your dad.
Yeah,
you know,
I have friends wako na hizo situations like unasikia msee akisema my dad popped up during my graduation, and I'm like
yes
or even in deathbeds wanataka saa kuona watoto wao sijui nini. I'm like I think I'll have that mercy.
To me that's nonsensical. If you're living till now, you've stayed hata kama ni 2 years, unajua God anakupatianga time ya ku change your life. He gives you chances upon chances for you to make things right. But he realizes kama anakupatia hii chance, wewe unakuja kwenye utakufa ndo utuambie bye kama umeenda, then what's the use?
Not right. I think for me I feel like pia you're like I think that issues zenyu azifai kuninina, and then when you are like mmeachana mtoto ni, but even kids see like I think for my child you're Jamie hit. I think he sees my dad as his dad.
Yeah, because
so Jamie and my brother like ako hapo, so like
ako tu
like
hata unika huyo ndo babake
like hata amjui literally ile anamjuanga, maybe they meet with my dad like because my son is that grandpa baby like wako tu mali babangu ako so like wakimeet uko my dad ako like just go say hi like huyo akijileta ndio mzee yako like enda tu msalimie,
so anamsalimia
but my kid like anampea 100 bob or something, but it has not happened in some time now like for a while. Nile he doesn't exist I think for me, not unless I say tunaongea ndio niko like anakuwa by the kuna mtu alinipea mtoto,
kuna mtu alikupatia mtoto na anatembea tu Nairobi freely like
11
years. Oh my God, man,
it happens.
So actually what I tend to say, I tell women and my fellow sisters that mtoto ni wako. Ndio kitu society says telling me that Amina, once you get a child,
it's yours,
it's your responsibility.
Yeah, true.
You me not that the person that I've sired with me.
Yeah. When they are present, well and good. If they are not,
but even if they are present, responsibility bado zinafangazana ni
girl child. Yeah, true.
So
true.
Once ukichukua miguu zako kwenda kwa mtu, keep that in your mind.
Yeah. I think now hiyo ndio mentality
Yes, because women we sindo tunabaki na watoto.
True.
Unless you die.
And I'm happy like
God
this
forbid.
generation of ladies and everyone like wamechanuka.
Watu wako walk.
Wako selfish with their, I think there's a friend of mine, I'm like, you do anything but don't get pregnant. Like namwambianga tu like do
There is even a meme that
everything.
says we bora una mimba
na una mtoto
uko sawa
sawa.
Enda uhustle. Hiyo ni stress
true.
tu.
Hiyo ni pesa huna.
Ni pesa tu hauna.
True.
You know, there's a meme about that, and it's such a sad state of affair, I'll say that, because we don't need to talk like that.
Yeah, true.
If only we had people who are responsible and they're not violent.
Yeah, especially responsible. I think okay, pia violence ni poa, but violence ni poa, but I feel like responsibilities, I feel like if he chipped in somewhere, just ile a bit ingemake ama ile tu ajuange, because you know money inakujanga eventually. Pia mimi your time I live under the support of my parents. Say I have all that, but I'm present.
Yes.
I think I thank God, na mi wambia God unieke too long for the purpose I'm present for my kids. Like niko hapo. Amen. Because they feel like, I feel my kids feel I'm there. Hata shule zao, most of the teachers say, but they huyu mtoto ako spoiled, huyu ni mama's boy, both of them, because they are in different schools.
Oh, you have a second one?
Yeah, I have a second
one. Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So when I go like huyu ni mtoto wa mama yake, because even if it's lunchtime I'm not supposed to see them, I'll go to the office and queue because I want to see my child. Maybe he left home sick, I want to see like ile motherly too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're such a nice mom.
Thank you.
Okay, talk about your second child. Was this under marriage ama ulipata tu?
No, it was a relationship.
Okay.
I think I usually say this when my friends laugh at me. Nile closure nimeendea mask kwa ex, like ile tunafunga chapter.
Okay.
Because we had both moved on. Like kila mtu alikuwa in separate relationships.
Is this as the same ex as the...
No.
Okay.
Now this is some few years later. I think maybe it was 5 years. 5 years.
That's
yeah.
quite ulika.
Yeah.
Ulika.
Yeah, I got cheated on once, twice, but I think iliniisha because I viewed men as violent creatures. So anyone who used to come to me akiwa soft, I was like, nile already. But then what they don't tell you is like these teenage relationships, unajuanga like huyu mwanaume kila mwingine nafaa kumita, nafaa kwa kaa huyo. Like hiyo ndio love language. Kama umezoea kushautiwa, kupigwa, like you look for that person. Utaki mtu ako calm. Huyo ako calm ni mnyonge.
Huyo hizi ni treat poa.
Yeah. So ukienda huko nje unajua.
Victor umesikia? Because Victor is a soft guy. Anyway, let's continue.
So ukiona mtu amejamaza akiwa soft kwa like huyo hajui kuongea, huyo hajui communication. Communication ni vitu zitambaye.
You know, someone said when you're brought up in love, you will ooze love, you will generate love. But when you're brought up in survival, you will tend to live in survival. Unafikirianga kila kitu ni survival mode. Yani kichwa yako tu iko wired survival. So unajuanga violence do mapenzi.
I think like growing up with parents who love each other, like wamemaliza tuko 2025. I think it's 35 and 30 years in marriage. 30 years.
Wow.
Like so looking at them uko like I believe this is what, but nile uko like maybe yangu ni different, safari za watu hazifananangi. I don't know.
I mean the mentality behind our African and maybe Kenyan homes yenye unaona wazazi wako wameoana.
Wamekaa pamoja. Unadhani wananga shida?
Whether you meet a guy, I'll tell you honestly, even for me, because I come in a marriage whereby 2 parents household.
Yeah.
They've been together for 35 years. So I'm like, if I date if I date someone, I see eternity in someone.
Thank you.
And then I came to realize when I was heartbroken a few times, going through character development, I realized if you date someone, wacha kuangalia, because especially as a woman, stop looking for eternity.
Yeah.
Wacha. If someone wants to make you their wife, automatically they will. So mbona unajisumbua? Una force issues.
Yeah.
So that was something that had affected me for so long. Like I didn't realize that you can just be with someone and not think about marriage. If marriage comes,
well and good. If not,
not, God ameandika.
Yeah, it was not there. It was not supposed to be there.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically that period, it was, I think 2015, I met this guy, actually, bado tuka neighborhood and all. I'm not extrovert ile ya partying clubbing. Like I don't in that age. Actually music watu wakisema I got pregnant with my first child, nilikuwa napenda like ile watu wanaportraying you was a bad girl. Honestly, I have a friend who got pregnant even without knowing they are pregnant because atakuwa anajichua
because it could out. Ukikunyosha nikwambie, one thing with the partying is it will make you, I'm not kati kukashifu or nini, it's part of life. You can do it, you know, it's a leisure that kila mtu as an adult embrace. But one thing about partying is people don't tell you the truth with partying. Partying inataka pesa. Partying nitaki ati sijui nini na nini na nini. So with partying you will usingizia jana na unalala leo.
Okay, you get unai fast forward.
So by the time you are body yako umejisikia, you see it's another day.
It's another day.
So you ni kitu yenye unashinda ukipostpone. So when will you especially if you're using both alcohol and every other thing, when will you realize that you're pregnant? You won't.
I'm saying like in an aspect like unaona she was not that girl. By the way, she was, I think pia ni story yake nikaangu kidogo tu. But she got pregnant without knowing, but we were like she was not a party girl and all.
Okay.
Like that, I'm saying like even in me, I think the first club I've gone to, I'm telling people it's 3 years ago. Like that is the first club nimeingia. So like ile society when you get your first child, huyu anapenda wanaume, huyu ako like wanaume wagani jameni. Like it was bad. Even in church una condemn.
It's a notion put against women, and it's so bad because everyone I don't know how to put it, but especially men in Kenya, they tend to assume if you walk into this space looking nice, you're a woman, umekuja kukatiwa. Bro, who told you that?
True.
Hata me, who wants to be katiwa?
We just want to have fun.
We just want to have fun and go home.
But I believe like I'm not saying that it's wrong partying, but you know, a teenager unaenda party wapi? Like I was 16 when I had my baby, so I was like nilikuwa naenda party wapi? Like you'll hear these stories from people and like okay, I know I was rebellious in my own way, si eti najitetea, but ile version ya ati huyu alikuwa na wanaume niko like wagani nionyesheni mgani. Maybe I had them imaginary, but still imagine. I feel like it's not right, and I feel like when a baby is made ni watu wawili,
si mmoja.
Stop focusing on that girl. Like hapana, like pia venye mnajudge huyu msichana, judgini pia fulani. Ni kazi yake hiyo
jamani, mtu anatoka kwa wanaume.
Exactly.
Sisi tu tunawapatia tu fertilization, tunabeba.
Exactly.
In short, you're the carrier. Sawa. Moving on forward to the next 2015. You got another person, finally found love. What happened?
Finally found love.
Finally.
So we knew each other for a while, nikamaliza shule and everything. So I got pregnant in 2019 September. I remember it's a closure thing. Like so we used to have issues here and there, and so we decided, you know what, but I was still there because remember meeting this guy who was a complete opposite of my first love or some I can say
this one was not your type.
This one was not my type,
and like, do not marry thy type, by the way.
No, I'm in for marry your type.
Well,
I'm in for that.
Okay, you'll tell me why.
I'm in for that. I think that is what I'm living. Like I want someone who is like me because I know their capabilities, limitations, what I can do.
Yes.
So I got to know this dude. He was silent, ile tu katiana hapa pale, and I was like, he was sweet, he was naturally good. Like I don't remember, I think I tell my people, like I think I texted him once telling him nimeshikwa kwa traffic, and he sent me money like to pay the cops and all those shenanigans. Like like ile umeshikwa juu excess, like uko excess kwa gari. And so like he was that guy, like communication, when you call he picks. When mi sijuangi shetani anataka ngapi kwa hizi vitu perfect, I don't know, but
what happened?
Moving forward, so we got somewhere. I found out he was cheating. I was like, his family was not fond of me. I think I knew that nile ulikuwa tuna force issues, and his brother was my best friend, mind you. We used to be schoolmates and all.
Yeah.
So I think for me, finding this quiet person, I was like, yeah,
This is it for me.
I got this one. Until now I found out he was cheating and all. So Snona, like ila you feel betrayed. But let me tell you, there is nothing that hits you like kwa depressed umechezwa. Oh my god. I think that was not the first time I felt it. Achana na ile ingine, it was just
Yeah, that's when you were young.
yeah. But it was bad. It was bad. My mom used to call my friends. Oh my god. By the way, shout out to my supportive friends. I have a supportive system ingine.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
So like when all this was happening, I remember crashing out. Aki mapenzi imenitesa hii town. I used to hit my head kwa nini, kwa wall. Like I was not, and remember I have a child. You must be present.
So when he cheated, mtoto wako wa pili alikuwa how old?
I think 4 years. I think, yeah.
What was the scenario? Did you walk in on him?
No, I found him kwa barabara with this lady. Like in my head I knew it, but nile, because I remember even
At that
his
time were
people,
you
like,
cohabiting? Mlikuwa mnaishi pamoja?
no.
Okay.
No. Juu hata hatujaishi pamoja, by the way. Hatujawai.
Na ukabeba mimba.
Kabeba mimba.
Wewe unafaa viboko.
By the way, I think that if I don't learn with this,
Wewe tutakuchapa sasa.
so like I met him on the road with that person. It was chaotic, but nile I was just like, really? And so I went home, like ili we were,
Walikuwa wanashikana ama
no, walikuwa wanatembea tu.
Wanatembea ukamkuta ukamuza rada bro.
I was like, what is happening? I was so like I felt bad. And then that time alikuwa amentext too, we are supposed to meet. So I'm like, because you are like, we'll talk things out, this will happen. But remember, his family doesn't like me. So even when I used to post things on my social media, they're like, tafuta baba mtoto wako. Like it was shitty. In a way, I felt, oh my god, am I supposed to do this?
Oh my god.
So I was like, okay, ni sawa. And then there is that period called like, no, what, I can't do this. Like, no, I cried. I had people, I had shoulders. There's this second time, bado, now this one I'll tell you, because now I was already pregnant. So nini ka happen. And then I was like, no, let's not do this anymore. So I cried, but ikaishia hapo. Having friends, I forget. Like when you talk, because I'm that person who
talks out, yeah. That's
so
nice,
like
actually.
yeah, so like having those shoulders to cry on, I'll sleep at my friends, we'll talk. So I felt better with time. But I think that's when I started alcohol at time. It was 20
COVID.
yeah, it was that
COVID kila mtu basi alitransition to India. Ebu comment down below kama COVID haiku kuchinjia maisha.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hello.
true.
Hey, COVID really turned things around. Yeah.
So your time ya COVID, having those friends, so nile tu hata si sana kidogo tu, you are starting to taste. So whenever I used to drink alcohol, I think simu za kijana ilikuwa inalia my messages to insults, because now it would hit me, by the way nimeachwa kutembea. And so it happened, some months later, like tukaingia 2019 your time. So 2019 from January to 6 months, I think June, we had never talked, because already I was having this other person. But see, like, it was not that serious, because hata tukue kwa intimate or anything.
You needed two distractions.
Like
Rebound,
I'm
let's
loved.
say.
Like, okay, ni sawa tu.
Ni sawa tu.
So it can move on 6 months later. So it was, I think, July. Yeah, I texted him to ile randomly. Ile like, hi, how have you been? Like, I think I missed him, like, genuinely. Ile, and I think I'm learning, like, pia kukaa peke yako, it won't hurt. Like, sijui kwa nini lazima nikuwe na huyu mtu fulani, inakwanga kwa akili. I think it's a mentality, come to think of it. Ama tumezeeka sijui.
Yes.
But ile
tumezeeka, by the way.
ile mentality ya lazima nikuwe na huyu mtu. No. So I texted him and he was like, oh my god, I've waited for you to text. I'm like, saying on you, like, kwa nini wewe ungenitext? Then we talked on. So comes this day, let's go talk. So now hiyo time alikuwa anakaa kwa wazazi. So this time akona his place. I'm like, yeah, we can talk things out. So I remember it was after a wedding of our friend. So I went there and we talked. yeah, we talked with every language you can know. So yeah, some few weeks later I found out I'm pregnant. And mind you, by there I had taken nini inaitangwa P2 that unaongezi to me sijui when it backfires. Trust me, it backfires.
But I had recent research shows that if you're ovulating and you use those pills, it won't work. Yeah.
Maybe then I was.
Yeah, it won't work. If you're ovulating, it doesn't work because already the egg is there.
Where?
Yeah. So learn science before you do anything, you know.
If only I knew that back then.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, some few weeks later I found out I'm pregnant. And I think I remember I have those like me, I'm that person of screenshotting every detail. So I texted him by the way I texted him I'm pregnant, and then was like, for me or who? I'm like, both. But then that was the first time I ever got denied, I think.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay, but it was innocent because tumekuwa off for 6 months. So ilikuwa ina make sense. Ina make sense. Team Tete, but yeah, ilikuwa ina make sense. So I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant and all. So it was like, okay, we'll talk about, remember he's dating, remember I'm dating. Yeah. So with all that happening, I got pregnant. Okay, I feel like my second baby alinifunua macho kwa vitu mingi. Like the first one I was naive, people were there, my parents were there. The second one, mtu wangu, I remember telling my dad, he was so disappointed. I think that was the first time ilini hit, and then I overdosed on pills. I'm like, I can't do this. People when they look at that situation, wengi wako like alikuwa anataka kutoa mtoto. No, I wanted to go. Like, I remember, I think I was 1 month there. I texted my friend and told him, Aki, I'm not doing this. Because that was not the day. That morning I had talked to my dad and told him that because I told my mom, remember now I'm 3 months gone hapo. And I've been living with it, but hakuna mtu anajua kwa nyumba.
Maskini.
Yeah. And I think in my head I was like, Aki, hapana, I'm pregnant. Home. But then he's like, we'll fix this, I'll come home, we'll like unaona sa uko like naka hope. Okay, of which wanasemanga once bitten twice shy, but I think with matters of the heart and ile like you're still naive. Okay, najuanga kuna wale masoja wanajua hii hakuna, but I was like na ile light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. Like, yeah, this guy he'll come around. So in my head I was like, in end up in marriage. My mom, kwanza I remember the first time I told my mom, I was like, lakini simuliachana. Telling my mom I was pregnant. Simuliachana, si kila mtu
ameenda njia yake.
It was bad. Yeah, so after that it happened. Yeah, so yeah, that day I told my dad, by then I'm pregnant, and he was like, wow. So no, he told me like, but at least wewe ni mtu mkubwa unajua kufanya, like not like the first time. Yeah, so that's what I got, like, yes. So you at least ni mtu mkubwa utafanya tu kazi. I'm like, your pain. I think in my life until date hakuna kitu nachukia kama kudisappoint my dad. Like whenever I do something I'll try hard ni fix just for him, like for him, yeah,
not to be disappointed.
Yeah, not to be disappointed. So when I told him that and I overdosed, like nilienda tu kwa chemist, niko like, what kind juu nikinunua rat and rat, I think people watajua and then hiyo time watu walikuwa ngarada sika. Sasa unaweza buy madawa every how because watu wako like rat and rat tena. So I went to a chemist, nikachukua paracetamol, I think za 30 bob na nini ile marilia dosage na kwanga how many pills, I don't know if it's I don't remember, but ile marilia dosage yote, and I pushed it down my system. And I remember I had texted my dad, I'm like, okay, I can't face you disappointed like this, blah blah blah. Akatuma auntie yangu, my friends who I had called wakakam around, but I think for me it was just a goodbye. I did not want their attention. I was like, you just take care of my kid, I can't. I remember my auntie yangu akakam na maziwa, no, you have to. So after amenipewa maziwa, and I had a friend who was a doctor in practice by then, akaniletea makam like niza nini. Me, I told her I don't want anything, I just already ziko ndani until kanza kutapika. And then my aunt is like, we are calling the cops on you. Unajua hii ni hatia.
But then hatia. Yeah, it's a crime. Don't ever do that.
I know. It was back then. Yeah. So I'm like, I did not know how to face things. I'm still young by then, because I think I was 19, I think 20 something.
You are young, very young,
yeah. So in my head I'm like, I can't. So me, I think in the after tumeenda usi nikekwa my drips and all, it was painful. By the that I think was my first time having that
drip,
it was painful, having my friends all around like, don't do this, don't know, we are here for you and all, but already they did, it's done, I'm pregnant and all that. I'm like, you know what, I'll take care of this child. Like again, like unakatiza vitu, like I think for me looking back then niko like nimekatiza maisha yangu mara mob just being a parent. I'm not complaining,
okay.
But looking back then I'm like, I wish I stuck around with my first kid. It's not that I'm regretting
no
my second. I love my kids, they are amazing, they make my life perfect for me. I feel that way. But nile uko like, when you see others like life you're in a go on, ndio inakuhit wa uko na hiyo opportunity but you can't do it. Someone was telling me another day, I think that time my baby was so young, we were pili sasa, aliniambia unajua someone else your age will be offered an opportunity, but since hana responsibilities zako, they'll gladly walk into it. But for you ni kama saini kupe visa everything, kwambie now you have to be apart from your kids and go, will you? Nah.
Mimi I can't because I don't have.
I think for me,
for you can't because you have kids.
Yeah.
So that's the major challenge when it comes to ukiwa mzazi ukiwa mdogo. That's the word.
Yeah. So I had my baby and all. Me, I'm still the Lulu waiting for this person
to come back and say the child is finally his.
Yo, the day anapanga kukuja ndio niko labor ward. Okay, though my parents knew everything, they knew so they're like, at least kuna hope hapa. They were very polite, they were kind to him and everything, walikuwa accommodative because they are like, kuna ile glimpse ya hope maybe. Yeah, juu hata akinipea mimba si alikuwa anajua niko na mtoto mwingine and all that. I've never hidden my kid yani. So fast forward, I went, had my baby, and I think Apple, when I used to call him clinic visit and he never showed up, he just used to send money. Never. I've not worked once in that clinic. Now I remember I have this one in school. So uko shule, uko clinic.
What about the other relationship? It ended.
It ended.
Ulimwambia you're pregnant with another person's child?
No. It iliisha. Ili randomly. Once he refused to provide, I think. Because actually I never spoke to him. He just he just saw me pregnant, I think, because I believed to me to answer twice when I was pregnant. Ile too randomly. Yeah, so it happened. I got my baby, and I've never had that support from him. Iko ile tu uko sawa, umekula nini, but not so when he's that kind, uko like, at least kuna ka hope, maybe he'll come around, until you find out he had another lady who is already pregnant. Wanaume town. I think we were 3 months or 4 months apart. Yeah, when I got pregnant. Yeah. So ikani hit msichana.
Aki yako na watoto wawili wenye wanazaliwa. Si ati. Amen. Na si twins. Unasema.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it can happen. I think I was not surprised, but nile ilikuwa like,
okay,
in this time niko pregnant, I was the Lulu, but okay, ilikuwa it happened maybe because he was in another relationship.
Yeah. How long have they been dating?
I did not know.
Kwa mtu alikuwa na yeye.
But is the same lady nilimshika na yeye.
Oh, okay.
So I think it made sense. So me in my head I'm like, oh, ni sawa, but ile tu bado uko na hope huyu ata come around, but it did not happen. But he was there, he was present in the situation and everything. But sometimes he used to be like, you just do your thing. Yeah, you just do, like, when you're mjanja,
yeah.
Yeah, I had my baby, and then I feel like that unajua kuna ile phase ya kwanza na ya pili. The first pregnancy my parents were there, ya pili my friends. I have amazing people. That I think unaona time ya COVID, and it was a public hospital, Kayole 1 iko hapa. So like that time my friends showed up. I remember after giving birth I texted my friends. They were after calling my parents, of course, and all. So I remember I say juu hiyo time hawako wanaingia in public hospitals, hakuko allowed muingie usiku because it's only one person who could see COVID. But I remember I used to, after nimepata mto, you just know after 2 hours visitors, you have visitors like ile randomly tu, nani anaitwa hivi kwa ward, nani anaitwa Sheke,
wewe
nani anaitwa my friends, my god, I think my friends and family, my cousins. I think kuna time daktari aliwaambia by the way this mama is going to faint, kutoka give birth ajakaa chini,
mnamuita sana
because like they were there, kila mtu you want this
God
yeah,
God.
it's God yeah, favor, I think favor was there. Yeah, so it happened, we moved but I came back home, my friends picked me up from hospital, and pia yeah, I show up, but I was surprised. And so after tumeenda home, sasa ni ile ka meeting, sasa umekuja umejileta kijana. And then my dad was like sasa
unapanga aje
ati sasa mimi ndio mwenye huyo mtoto, mimi ni rafiki yake. Kwanza I was like, rafiki yako kijana, mimi ni rafiki yako. But I was like, okay,
marafiki wanazaa siku hizi,
marafiki wanazaa pamoja.
Okay, anyway,
so yeah, after that I was like, hey, amejileta, so ndile kuna hope, bado kuna hope. Until so I think my baby tukaka home 3 months. Remember we are in the same area, so we had to shift. Like it was now mentally destroying me because he used to come with the other lady pregnant kwao. I used to hear them laugh. It's the same area. When I say the same area, it's the same area where Jatu hivyo. I think sikuendanga ninge
afu kumbuko kuna postpartum.
Yeah, though sahi niko mkubwa inashanga sahi ako 4 wameachana na like 6 years. Yeah, ako 6 years.
No, like sasa hii ya huyu sasa.
Yeah. I used to cry but sitaki watu waone. And then wacha nikwambie, nothing gets you as hard as uko na watoto wawili kwenyu. I think that is the
major challenge.
Mimi nilikuwa nalala naona okay, huyu tuko naye hapa, mwingine amelala hii bedding, you know, like I have kids kwetu, like this is not my life.
My parents' house.
Yeah, it's not my life. Like I think ilikuwa inanishata na bebe huyu mdogo tunaenda sitting, like kwanza zile midnight crisis, I used to cry. But I would not let anyone see. Juu utaambia tulikuambia, like
tulikuambia, you know.
Yeah, like the kids are planned for like everything and all. So I was like, wow, okay, let me do this. Like but again, supportive parents. I think my dad, when the baby is crying at night, he used to wake up, anamuombea, like, and me saying that I used to cry the second time sasa because he has done it for the first time.
The second time you're more mature and you have your feelings out. Now you're older, you realize, oh my God, there are responsibilities when you become older. When you get pregnant, kuna easy.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at your dad, you're like,
and then
oh
the second time, no one is on your business. I
because
remember,
you're old.
Yeah, my friends ndio wali pull up na manguo, the showels, the name it, everything. Wali pull up na hizo vitu. Like whenever I wanted something, my friends would come through, but not like my parents. Okay, wali come through, but not as much as the first time, because now when you mtu mzima bana, when you got this baby, you knew it.
Yes.
Yeah, so but ile bado uko like maybe it will work out, nile to eventually it will work out, until it doesn't work out. Because I think after me seeing him na the other lady bado pregnant and all, ilini hit, say you're on your own. Okay, not raising the kid practically, but in this journey
uko peke yako. As a mother, yes, motherhood uko peke yako.
Because there is no marriage.
Just keep in mind that the first one didn't work out.
Yeah.
This man is not in the child's
life.
Now this is a second child. The father is there, but
yeah. I usually say I wish it was a marriage divorce thing, but then someone told me hii ingekuwa ni divorce, maybe hata unge survive, like you'll be mentally divorce pia ni process. And then
imagine sasa ungekuwa divorced ingekuwa hata mbaya zaidi, because imagine it's still the same.
Yeah,
it's still the same because you guys were in a relationship.
Yeah, and in my head I was like,
and then he cheated with this one, and then settled with the one he cheated with.
And so in my head I'm like, okay, sawa, maybe. And then I think my parents noticed, and now we shifted completely, and so we do the co-parenting thing. Not that it's working that much, but he's trying. I'd say that as a man, I'll big up, he's trying.
Big up.
Yeah, he's trying. But he's giving a portion of which it would be better, but nile, you know, I do the most.
Because now
it's
he
5
has
years
another
now.
family.
Yeah, he does have it, but I don't think he's that into them. I don't know, but I don't
Ako
believe
tu.
so. Yeah, but he loves his boys. I've seen him, he loves his son, but nile tuko like, I feel like if you're not ready for it, please, si necessary.
What about the other kid? Bado kuko maisha yake pia? The other one that was being born with the other girl?
I don't know. I will never say we are that close. I don't know. And pia sizi mongelelea, maybe.
So asa anapiganga simu ama anakujanga tu watu hii wote wawili ama anakujanga huyo wake anaenda naye?
No, I don't know. Remember we shifted.
Okay.
Remember
I'm talking about your kid.
Mine?
Yeah.
No. He just comes, sees the boy at sometimes though. Si kila time mama anatuma tu do. Ile analipa shule, yeah, he does that at times, but unaona like as a mom wewe ndio unafaa kujua if it's done or not done ni
Yes,
wewe
yes.
because even when you go to school awamjui yeye wanakujua
Ujua wewe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What about the elder one ama hiyo ni
My first son actually was born an extrovert until now he's now akona kasakol. And then I think I was telling my friend the other day, like introducing men, I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
Actually alimonanga tu yani tuko na mtoto, huyu ndio babake. I've never done like ati huyu ni, I don't do that. I've never done it to anyone I've dated, of which I think I've been
It works
in 3 relationships ama 4.
It's healthy.
Yeah,
Ndio
I've
pia
not.
usiintroduce watoto
I
pia
feel
kwa
like huyu mtoto
so many
utamchanganya akili and eventually ujui nini ita happen. So I don't do that at all, not unless sasa nile ni feel iko deep, and I will not introduce you. Utakam around tuone, because I don't hide my kids. Another thing, yeah. 5 years now, yeah, and the older one 11 years.
what? But ain't you blessed with them? You're blessed with them.
Yeah, I'm blessed with them. I'm blessed with them, but I would say kids, just plan for them.
Okay,
I usually see those TikTok and the Gen Z's nini, but I believe they are right. They are so right. Be selfish with your womb, because no one prepares you for what comes. I swear it's 5 years, but sometimes I feel like niko na ile postpartum depression, because let me tell you, you won't cry in peace. Kama ni ile time yako unataka kulia, you won't cry in peace. These kids don't know if you have or you don't have. They don't know.
They don't know if you're mentally stable or not.
Exactly.
They know mzazi anafaa kuprovide.
Ama ile like mama anafaa kufanya hii, mama anafaa nini. So I feel like be selfish with your womb. Like it's not a bad thing being a young mom. By the way, every day when my friends remind me, by the way, you are doing a great job.
You
like
are.
ama unaona mtu ameona mtoto wako wana umelea umejaribu, ama those who don't have kids are like guys, sasa tukiwa na watoto utakuwa wapi, and then inakupea tu ile motisha ya like I'm doing something.
Yes.
It's recognizable, like it's seen. Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you for doing
Thank
that and for
you.
sharing that story.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing that I'll tell you is just keep moving.
Yeah.
There's something you told me about now marrying your type before we finish.
Yeah.
Talk about that, because we had put a pin on that.
For now I would say, but like easy process zote ziki happen, I was not measuring like in principles, values and all. Ulkotile like we are loving, we are dating and all, we are having kids and all. Like in my head nimegrow kwa family setup, and so uko like ile nafaa kwa baba mama mtoto and all and kids and all. So ile basically unajua a family setup in full. So when you're looking for someone, you're like, this one is here to stay. Now when it comes to characters, marrying your type is because, as for me, I'm outspoken. Like I'll tell you when you do something it's not right and all. So I love my guys silent. I don't want you silent. I want when I offend you will
say,
talk back.
yeah.
You'll tell me, but I don't like this. It's not fair. It's not
Right.
supposed to be this way. Like for me, I'll tell you, you're not supposed to come home this late. And yeah, and even with values, like for me being a Christian, I can't marry someone who does not know Christ, who does not know God and all, because how do you expect me when I'm going for kesha unanishukushuku unanifuata? Doesn't make sense. When maybe even worshiping to you is crazy, like uko like sasa nimeenda wazimu.
Yeah. And then there's some ladies also, I'm just putting it together, they love insecure men. Talk about it.
For insecurities, okay, it can be nice. Kuna ile lovely insecurities, like ask me where I am, ask ask me what I've like who am I with
nafanya nini
lakini ile ati you should not talk to that person, you don't even know them. Like when you're having a friend and then you're like, your friend akunibamba out of the blue, like how
your girlfriends are
ile possessive, like you are possessing me. No.
Sawa. That was quite a journey. But right now, how are you doing? Are you working? What are you doing?
Okay, for now, I would like to say I'm managing, but I'm doing good for myself. I think for me, like I've said, I think I'll talk about God now. I think I'm based with my faith more. It gives me strength, like with everything I do. Like I think whenever I don't have peace, I just run to God and everything, because nobody has it all, I believe. I believe money solves the major problems, but even if you have it and it's out of control, eventually tutasema na alikuwa dina do mbona
lazima tu binadamu.
So I believe with motherhood, I'm managing, I'm balancing, because I'm that kind of a present mother, and I miss most of opportunities because they're like out of town and like switching countries, of which there are mothers who sacrifice and do it, but I feel like with my parents I'll be burdening them tena kuachia watoi, and then you're moving for greener pastures. Okay, kuna ile age itafika, and then like my older one is okay, but now this baby, you're just okay, nika baby kamze, but you're just managing. So like in between hustles, my businesses, like in between clients, and we thank God.
We thank God. And thank you so much for sharing this. There's so many young girls who are watching. Maybe some of them are young teen moms, maybe wanapitia whatever you've gone through, maybe they're going through battering when they are young. Some of them are watching out of experience, they're just watching. Talk to them, wapatia advice pale kwenye kamera kubwa.
Okay, if you're out there and you're a teenage mom, like you're going through these things, like maybe even worse situations because maybe you don't even have parents to go home to, I'd like to tell you, like, it will be okay, but one thing is, if it's toxic too much for your child, not even for yourself, like you're destroying that child mentally, so just get out of that and you will find a way out. Trust me, you'll find a way out. Like we have even children's home, like they accommodate young moms, teenage moms. Like usikwe ashamed, just go
seek
and
help.
Seek help, be there, like kwa present hapo, and they'll see you there, like for the sake, someone will just notice you. For the sake of that child, they will help you. For the sake of that baby, they'll help you. And always run to God. Like, let me tell you, God works out magic. Like, I don't know, he's just the fixer of everything, and it's not too late. No matter what your ambitions were before that baby, trust me, you can do it with that baby on your hip. I think I love Taraj Penson because I remember on her graduation, she said, I did it with that baby on my hip. And every day, me doing life, I'm like, when I get into my 30s, I'll be like, I did it with these kids on my back. Like, that is the motivation for me. As for teenage girls who are not yet pregnant, please don't get pregnant for that boyfriend. Trust me, they'll dump you. Watakuweka kwa hizo ditches, either young or old, because some of them are manipulative. I don't know why, but I believe men have some manipulative skills and they come out just perfectly. Don't get pregnant. That is it for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Elizabeth was shaking.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
Thank you
so much. Thank you so much for coming to Touch Media Studios. The main basic thing about this podcast is to just inform, educate, and entertain young people, the general audience, anyone that is above any age, to gain experiences, to know what someone can do on their next step. Because I feel like most of us don't talk about women enough. We don't talk about postpartum enough. We don't talk about mental health when it comes to men and us enough. So thank you so much for coming and enlightening us about early marriages, what happened, about your experiences, and so on and so forth. We don't take it for granted.
Thank you for having me.
Asante. So tukitaka kukupata pale social media, ama we si mtu wa social media?
Okay, TikTok. TikTok naitwa Realist Queen, I believe. that name ni ya kutoka high school, so I've never changed it.
It's fine.
Yeah, I also have Liz Beauty Galore for my hair and for my business.
Liz Beauty Galore. Go there. Sponsor Liz pale. Nachukia kutumia the word promote. Just go there. Talk to her. Look at her. Atakushuka my braids vizuri. She'll run for you errands.
Yeah, true enough.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Sips and Soul. My name is Amina Hussein. Till next time. Bye bye, guys.